Are you lying awake at night dreading the idea of sending your child back to school? Maybe you're already bracing yourself for the phone calls from teachers, the focus issues, the emotional meltdowns, the homework battles that leave you both in tears. And what makes it even harder is knowing how smart and capable your child really is, but seeing them struggle in an environment that just doesn't seem built for how their brain works. If that sounds like you, you're not alone. So many parents we've met feel like they've tried everything, behavior charts, school counselors, maybe even medication, and yet they're still searching for something that actually addresses what's really going on. Let me share something with you that every parent should know. Between 2016 and 2020, over 1 million more children in the US were diagnosed with ADHD, and nearly 1 in 6 now face sensory processing challenges. But here's the thing. Most doctors are still addressing these struggles the same way they did 20 years ago, by managing symptoms instead of digging into the root cause. But what if there was a different approach? What if there was a way to actually help your child not just survive the school year, but truly thrive? I want to tell you a story about one of our rock star practice members, Nate. He originally came to us because he had such bad behavioral and sensory struggles that he actually had to be pulled out of school. This was a huge stress on his parents and a main goal that they wanted to him to achieve through care here. Throughout his care plan, Nate began showing his parents a calmer behavior involving more interactive play with others, easier with transitions, and much improved problem-solving skills when he felt himself about to have a breakdown or tantrum. Nate is now back in school, always volunteering to help out with his teacher, with helping to lead the class, a leader in his OT group, and so well behaved at home. So the first main point we want to go over is the root cause. ADHD and SPD aren't just behavioral issues, they're often signs of an overstimulated, unbalanced nervous system. What we see in so many kids is an overactive sympathetic nervous system that's the fight or flight side. It keeps their brains on high alert, their bodies tense, and makes it incredibly hard to focus, stay calm, or transition between tasks. At the same time, their parasympathetic system, the rest, digest, and regulate part, is underactive. That's the imbalance that we're talking about. And it usually doesn't start in the classroom. It often starts way earlier with what we like to call the perfect storm. Things like prenatal stress, birth interventions, early developmental challenges. All these things stack up to create a nervous system that's stuck in stress mode. Now, what can we do about it to help? Here are 4 game-changing strategies that you can implement. Number 1, the sleep foundation. Sleep isn't just about rest. It's about when your child's brain processes emotions, stores what they've learned, and helps to recharge at night. But many kids with ADHD or SPD struggle with sleep, which creates a vicious cycle. Try easing their bedtime earlier by 15-minute increments, building in calming routines, and creating a screen-free, sensory-friendly sleep environment. And this alone can make a massive difference in focus and mood for the next day. Number 2, structure. It's especially something that helps to keep their brain focused and tasked. Kids with executive function challenges do best when there's visual, predictable structure. Think command centers, color-coded bins, visual schedules, and this reduces the mental load and helps their nervous system feel safe. So their energy goes to learning and connection, not survival. Number 3, exercise, the natural regulator of it all. Research by Dr. John Rady, the author of Spark, shows that physical activity can be as effective as medication for some kids with ADHD. Some morning movement, even just 10 to 15 minutes, helps activate the calming part of the nervous system and gets their brain ready to learn for the rest of the day. And 4th, and finally, the true missing piece behind it all that matters for everything else is the fact that all of those strategies work so much better when the foundation, the nervous system, the thing behind it all, is balanced. That's where neurologically focused chiropractic care comes into play. Through gentle, specific adjustments, we help shift the body out of fight or flight and into that healing, regulating mode. We use advanced technology like insight scans to pinpoint where stress is building up and create a personalized plan to help your child sleep better, regulate emotions, improve focus, and feel more like themselves again. So parents, if you're tired of Band-Aid solutions and want to get to the root of what's holding your child back, we'd love to be your guide. Visit our website or Instagram/Facebook to learn more about how we can help kids with ADHD, SPD, and anxiety navigate back to school season with a more calm, more focus, and more confidence than ever before. If you're interested in an in-person event that goes over the perfect storm and gives your children the best tools for success, join us at the Perfect Storm Workshop on Wednesday, August 27th at 6:30 p.m. live here at LFC, and use the link in our Instagram bio to reserve your spot. Your child's brain is brilliant. Let's help them shine.